People. Que pasa, sac passe, what they do. Welcome to Crime Time News, where the difference is in the meds. Call it news with a buzz. First thing that is popping in the news about a day ago or so. 37 Haitians docked in a Portland in a little, look like a canoe, a little boat. When I saw the news, I said to myself, wow, this is almost impossible. 37 people in a little boat like that and managed to float from Haiti to Jamaica. I come to the conclusion that maybe too much mampe was not in the boat. When the boat reached Jamaica, the seashores of Portland, they were quickly assisted by some people. However, there was some sorts of language barrier. They could not speak English, so here to them speak Creole French, which is French and African language. So therefore, there was a communication barrier between the Jamaicans that were there and the Haitians in the boats. The Jamaicans were quick to assist them. They gave them water. People, you know that I am fluent in French. Sac passe, that is French, mean what's up. So therefore, I was in the bushes watching everything, and I realized that when they gave them the water, I heard one of the French-speaking Creole talking Haitian say, what kind of water this? What is water? People, that was a joke. Obviously, I won't be getting any sorts of endorsement for the people or the company that does water, distribute water. So anyways, when I saw the Haitians, they kind of looked very sad. So I was listening to their conversation from in the bush. Like me say, say me a blogger and people want to take me away, blogger, politician, po. Just about everybody, I am on everybody's hit list. So therefore, me have to move stealth. However, coincidentally, I was passing by, saw the boats, and decided to move on fast on the people and business. So I was listening to the conversation. Based on the conversation, it seems as if the pilot did not have, or the captain did not have any sorts of navigational skills in the likes of Christopher Columbus, Nina Pinta, and Santa Maria. It seems as if the map that he was using was upside down and he was actually supposed to go to South Florida. However, he ended up in Jamaica, bad error. So they were saying amongst themselves, nobody else understood except myself. They were saying, Jano, Captain, say, is a lick you forget in the head. Oh, you tell us we are going to Florida, land of opportunity, where we're going to pick gold from the street and carry come to Jamaica. It's like say, you swap black sheep for black monkey, teeter for tider. 6 of one, half dozen of the other. Are the same thing. Jamaica is only a stone's throw away from being just like Haiti. See how are the Prime Minister of Jamaica, Andrew Holness. You take her from bad to worse. Jano Star. The people must say to themselves, I can't believe, said the captain, take her 3 days. 3 days, no sorts of food, no nothing. And carry come at the wrong place. Carry come. Them can't believe it, them must scratch them head. Now people like me say, them give them some water. Them did kind of thirst, it never taste the best because of water. But them drink it. And then them get some sorts of Pepsi. Now, when the people them look, everybody a point to them belly and I say, say we're hungry. The people them think say them want to do some abdominal exercise. So them say, alright, we're going to get some food. When the Asian them look and I think say them a get rice and peas, oxtail, curry goat, mutton, steamed fish and okra, the people them start come back with all sorts of bread, corned beef and bread, and the Asian them a say, me rotted. In a Creole, of course. If this is any sort of indication what life is going to be like, it looks sticky pan way. Of course, You know them a say it in a Creole, them a mumble. Now, this is the English interpretation of the French or Creole. I have to speak in a dialect that you people understand. But it was something like this. Can't believe these motherfuckers. Make we come here, travel 3 days long, and then when we come, them not giving a oxtail, no chicken. I can't believe them never give it no sort of good food. Then really come back with corned beef and bread. We couldn't get that in a Port-au-Prince. This is not right. I want my human rights. I want justice right now in Jamaica. Where is Andrew Holness? Where is the Prime Minister? We need to speak to the Prime Minister right away. Not going anywhere until we talk to the Prime Minister. We need some sort of placard. Now people, I do not want to sound insensitive even though I do. However, when somebody is going to leave from their country, which is Haiti, and we know that it is pretty bad, and then them travel 3 days to Jamaica, which is also pretty bad, may I have to ask the question, this must have been some sort of navigational error. These people had a choice or an option to go to Florida. It seems as if that little boat that they were in, the sail took them the polar opposite direction, and them end up in a Jamaica. Because if this was their destination, it was almost like destination doom. But people, it seems as if Jamaica is better than Haiti. Is it really? Because people, here's a sad fact. More than likely, Jamaica cannot help these people because Jamaica cannot help itself, help its own residents or citizens. So these people took this risk in this little boat, pack up like sardine. Well, sardine back in the days, because you know, so them sardine pretty much afloat in the water or oil nowadays. Took all that risk and then come to Jamaica only to be sent back, only to be processed and sent back. Because the fact is that what is Jamaica going to do for them when it can't do anything for its own people? This is very sad, even though it sounds as if I am pretty much making a joke out of it. You will get the message, point blank and period. Further on in the news, one of the biggest topics that has been buzzing on social media in the news in a real life is about dancehall artist JAHSHII. We know that there was some sort of incident in Grand Spain, where he's from originally, in which a man named Romy lost his life. It is said that he was arguing with JAHSHII's mother. JAHSHII confronted him. A couple of hours or days later, Romy would lose his life. Romy's brother then said that he had planned some sort of reprisal against JAHSHII's family and everybody associated with him. However, we saw that a couple of days ago at a club, marketplace to be specific, off Constant Spring Road, JAHSHII and his entourage was leaving in 2 cars, a convoy, 2 cars. When it was conned up, JAHSHII run for him life. 6 of his affiliates, associates got conned up. Now people, since then, the Popo asked him to turn in himself. He went into the Popo station, he was questioned, he was released. There was a SSP, his name is Marlon Nesbitt. He put out a warning. Listen, all of you promoters, please do not put JAHSHII on your show, because it is going to be to the detriment. It will put all the other artists and the patrons' lives at risk. So pretty much, he might tell the people him say JAHSHII hot right now. JAHSHII has a top lawyer, his name is Peter Champagne. Peter Champagne did an interview, or he made a statement and said that it is irresponsible of Mr. Nesbitt, the SSP, to make such a claim or post on social media, because what it does, it prejudices his clients, meaning that other promoters are going to be scared. Other promoters are not going to put him on their show, so therefore it is going to take away from his livelihood. It is a bad thing, it is a bad precedent to send, because whenever you are impeding anybody from making any sorts of money legitimately, then it is a problem. It is reason for a lawsuit. You should cease and desist. He also said his client, JAHSHII, just wants to make music and keep peace. People, I want you to listen to the audio of that interview and then I'll give my piece.
The comment by the senior superintendent that persons wishing to book JAHSHII must first speak to the police, citing grave security concerns, is most unfortunate because one has to be careful of statements of these kinds because it has the implication of suggesting that there may be, not deliberately so, but an attempt to stifle his economic livelihood. And one wonders whether or not, in the context of all of this, if the individual was not him, and let us say a businessman that was targeted, whether or not such a statement would be made in respect of a businessman's operation in terms of, economic livelihood. So one has to be very careful in terms of the statement, and that's very unfortunate because, as I understand it, the police's mandate is to not only reassure and to serve, but also to protect, and it may be viewed as an indictment upon them. One has to be candid in the circumstances and admit that it would have some negative implications. But I think that his management team and certainly himself, and bearing in mind his talent, I think it will rise above this. And as I said before, just now, his focus is on developing and promoting his craft and at the same time seeking to promote peace.
Now, people, one thing about this lawyer, it seems as if whenever there's any sorts of high-profile case, he is the lawyer of choice. He is the lawyer of most criminal elements. And yes, he is doing his job as a defense attorney. However, whenever people get that retainer, then they have ulterior motive. That means that they can paint a picture of Picasso, of the devil, and make him seem like he is some sort of altar boy. Their client is always going to be innocent whenever or even when they are guilty as sin. So therefore, they are always going to speak in the best interest of their clients, even when the evidence says otherwise. That is what they are paid to do, to paint a picture of their client always being innocent whenever the most reasonable people amongst us can see that this youth is a problem. So he says that this man, Mr. Marlon Nesbitt, is prejudicing his client because then he is stopping his food literally. He is making other promoters don't want to put him on the show. So therefore, that is not right. So people, let me ask you a question. Is it right for other patrons to go to show, and whenever they go to this show, anything can pop off? All of the enemies that JAHSHII have, whether it is enemies before the incident with Romy and his brother, the Don from Granspend that presently lives overseas. What about the rights of the patrons? What about the rights of other artists that are going to be on the show, whose life might be in jeopardy, who can end up getting conned, whether it is before the show, during or after the show, when people are leaving, when JAHSHII and his entourage are leaving once again, and these so-called wanksters that cannot aim, cannot fire a whole shot in a whole ocean, and then innocent people get hurt. What about the rights of these people? And what is even more absurd about his whole statement or comment is that he said that his client just wants to do music and want to promote peace. People, isn't this the same artist, JAHSHII, that did that controversial interview with ER? Isn't this the same artist in which used to go to shows with his entourage and the show them would have locked down or clamped down, especially during the Big C situation? Isn't this the same artist in which, after him friend them get caught up, all six of them and him have to run for him life like you see in Bolt? Isn't he the one that went on social media and made a post taunting people, taunting the people that fire all sorts of con after him and him friend, and say them a try your FUCK? It is not as if this boy is an innocent youth and he just got caught up in the matrix, in the mix-up. He is the instigator. He is a troublemaker. He is definitely a troubled person that needs proper management, proper PR. Instead of doing damage control, he is only making a bad situation even worse. So therefore, why should anybody feel sorry for him? I understand as a lawyer, and you get that retainer of probably $1 million or so. That means that you are motivated. You have ulterior motive. With the rest of us, including myself, I am just calling a spade a spade. I am just calling just like I see it. Point blank and period. Thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. And last but not least, please subscribe to my next channel. It is called Jamaica Dancehall Source. I'll be pinning the link to that channel in the description of this video. Bless up.